You are boiling up inside and you say that you have given up anger. We keep saying that we have given up anger, but in fact we are not able to do so. There is a difference between merely saying and actually doing it. Till we don't renounce anger, till we are filled with vanity and anger, what shall we be able to achieve in the field of religion, knowledge and spiritualism? Until you transform yourself mentally, you won't be able to develop spiritualism in your life. Until there is no spiritualism in your life, you won't attain true happiness in it. You don't need to be educated about religion. In fact, there never was such a need. Do you ask why? Because religion was already there where you were born and you grew up with it. If you are born in the house of a Hindu, you are naturally initiated into Hindu religion. You did not have to ask to be taught. You learned everything and now you don't even need a certificate to prove it. If you are born in a Muslim family, then the Muslim religion became your own. If you are born in a Christian family, you became a Christian. You did not choose your religion, rather it was thrust upon you. On the other hand, spiritualism cannot be imposed. Its knowledge has to be acquired. If you enter into spiritualism, you shall ask what are the Vedas, Puranas, Shastras, gods and who is Shiva. You don't know much about them. You may have seen the pictures of Lord Rama holding a bow and arrow in his hands. This image has been imposed on your brain. If I say to you to go outside, and if Rama appears in an ordinary guise wearing a dhoti kurta with a shawl in his hand, then he shall walk past you, but you won't even recognize him. This is because you have never seen Lord Rama in reality. You only know his image as you have seen in the pictures and paintings. Even the artists who have drawn these pictures are ordinary men and have never seen Lord Rama. They just imagined a picture of Rama through all that they had read in the Ramayana. Thus they drew the pictures, but imagination is never the same as reality. But who shall explain this to the artist that this may not be the real image of Rama? Religion at least cannot do this. Religion says this is Rama and so do I. But if Rama appears in a different attire, wearing a simple dhoti and kurta, then will we be able to recognize him? No, we won't. Then how can we recognize him? Only when there is a deluge of joy. And when can joy be attained? Only when you have a guru. He may be any guru, but he must be a real guru, not a fraud. He must not be deceitful, a liar or selfish. A real guru is called Brahma. He is called Vishnu, for he can bestow one with true knowledge. Then when you shall close your eyes, joy shall generate from within and the real form of Rama shall appear in your conscience. Then there shall remain no need to see his pictures in the outside world. As soon as you close your eyes and concentrate, the image of Rama shall appear before you, and thus you shall be able to devote yourself in the divine feet of Lord Rama. Twadeeyam Vastu Tubyamevam Samarpayeth. That is, my body, my soul belong to you. All these have been given to me by you, and I devote them in your feet. This feeling of devotion cannot be evolved from some external source. From an external source, it shall only be hypocrisy. I may go to a temple, but still not feel devoted. But if I am devoted deep inside, then even if I sit at home, I shall be able to achieve the realization of Lord Rama. Then an aura, a radiance, a brilliance shall reflect on my face, and divine rays shall surround my whole body. Even Lord Rama and Krishna must have undergone the process of dhyan, for a divine aura was present surrounding their physical forms. In his age, Krishna's true form was not realized by anyone. This is why Krishna had to face so many atrocities. From his very early childhood, murderous attempts were made on his life. Aghasur, Varkasur went to kill him. Kamsa kept harassing him. When he jumped in river Yamuna, A huge snake tried to kill him. He was born in Mathura, but he had to finally settle down hundreds of miles away in Gujarat. All this happened because the people of that age could not recognize him. And in the battle of Mahabharat, while giving a discourse which is known as Gita, he had to say, "You are all fools. You are not recognizing me. I am Lord Krishna. I am God. And if you can't understand this, then in simpler words, among all the trees, people is the best. Then I am people. Among all rivers, I am Ganga." Why did Krishna have to say all this? He had to say this because the people were not able to understand him, because they did not have a guru who could tell them that this ordinary looking person who is present in Mahabharat is a part of God. He is an incarnation of God. If there had been such a guru, then Krishna would not have to tell all this to the world himself. Tulasi Ramayana was written only 4 centuries back. Tulasi was born in the times of Akbar. Meera, Sur, Tulasi, Kabir, all were born about 400 years back. Tulasi wrote Ramayana, and we are well acquainted with the image of Rama formed by Tulasi. But Valmiki was there when Rama was born. He saw Rama with his own eyes. When Rama renounced Sita, she stayed in the hermitage of sage Valmiki. Hence in his Ramayana, Valmiki wrote all that he saw about Rama, his thoughts, his actions, everything. And when Valmiki went to bless him, Rama said, "On the outside, I may appear to be very much distressed, but inside me, there is a rush of joy because inside me, the Kundalini has been activated." This incident has been included in Valmiki Ramayana. And even Krishna has said in Gita, "Kundalini bhaveta purvam sapurva anandatvavet." That is, this joy can be generated when the feelings of the heart are developed. But I feel that in such a vast population of India, there are hardly 1 or 2 persons who know what Kundalini is, how it can be activated, or how we can meditate upon it. You may live 15-20 years and you may feel happy that you have accomplished a religious task by offering some money in the temple. This is what you think is religion. You think that you have offered half kilo sweets in the temple, or that you have offered some food to a poor person, then you have followed your religion. Dharma or duty is something else. You had extra money and you gave it away in charity and thought that you have followed Dharma. A poor man has no money and hence he does not do all that you have done. This does not at all mean that he is in any way inferior to you. The real wealth which he possesses is of joy, of divinity, of the greatness of a guru. He knows how to realize God. He has not tried to look for God outside, but has nurtured an image of him within his own soul. And if he has done this, then the moment he goes into the state of meditation, he experiences joy and contentment. Thus he is able to complete the process of attaining totality of life.